I will give a little bit of time for people to join the stream, but yeah, I did not give too much forewarning about this, so my apologies. I mean, I should have said I was streaming, and that makes sense, but is it better to be streaming at consistent times? Probably, but we are here. We probably want to do this warm-up challenge and just see how well we do, and then from there we can try to improve. We have like 3 hours for this stream or so. I just put up a video about the top items to use in Pokemon Champions, so hopefully you guys like that video there. I'll probably spend... I'm off from work. I took off work Friday and Monday to like do all champion type like stream and stuff, because I couldn't take off Wednesday, Thursday from work. So like I'll have time tomorrow to stream, but I think I'm gonna just try to get as far as possible ahead with the daily uploads I want to do throughout April, and then so if I'm like decently ahead, then maybe I can stream tomorrow. We'll see, but yeah, I want to like see how the content does. It's like it's doing pretty well so far. I'm like pretty happy. Yeah, we'll see. It's like learning, improving, trying to do better, learning the game better, but we're here. So I have the calc even open on the side here if I really need it. I don't know how try hard this tournament's gonna be. I mean, I'm not like, I'm gonna try to win. I'm gonna use the Mega Golurk team. Require number of battles, Mega Evolution, ladder. Sure. It can't be that serious, right? All right, we're in it. I want to show what my team is before we get started. You guys have seen the team before, but this will also give you a reminder. Remember what this team does. I want to get to the screen that shows like all the months and such. I guess I think I have to do it. I mean, I've seen it. You can do it over here. Share your team. Share team. I'm not actually sharing it. But hey, what's up, guys? Shuckle King here, bringing you my warm-up challenge team that I'm using for the first cycle Pokemon Champions MA. I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. What is it called? The warm-up challenge? I guess it's like the first challenge. All right. Hey, what's up, guys? Shuckle King here, bringing you my warm-up challenge team for Pokemon Champions. This is the first in-game VGC tournament that's happening. So I am using a Mega Golurk team. Mega Golurk with Tailwind. I have Tailwind from Whimsicott plus Tailwind from Hydreigon. Most of the times it's going to be leading with Golurk plus Whimsicott. Get a Tailwind up, and then I can go for strong Earthquakes with Golurk. I will hit my Whimsicott, but it's not very effective. It shouldn't be doing that much damage. So we have Golurk as the main star here. Headlong Rush doing more damage into one single target, and also breaks through Protect. Poltergeist is there for another stab move in case they're not grounded or immune to the ground moves. We have Whimsicott, that is Moonblast, Tailwind. They're pretty standard moves to get the speed plus a strong special attacking move with Whimsicott, Helping Hand, and Protect. We have Hydreigon as another Tailwind user with Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor, and Heat Wave. Kingambit and Arcanine are two physical attackers here that are slow but get the big speed boost in Tailwind. Kingambit with Iron Head, Cowtail Sleeve, Sucker Punch, Protect with Aqua Berry to try to live hits from Charizard. And then Arcanine with the White Herb to try to avoid the Intimidates that are going around, while giving my own Intimidate out with Flare Blitz, Rock Slide, Extreme Speed, Protect. And then last is Rotom with Rindo Berry again for Charizard, and also like good into grass moves. It could be leftovers, but Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Electro Web, Protect. Golurk is max attack and then a lot of speed to outspeed Mega Gengar after the Mega Evolution. We have Whimsicott with max special attack, max speed. Kingambit with a lot of speed for Mega Floette, Garchomp that aren't Choice Scarfs. Arcanine is just max speed. Hydreigon, also with basically max speed, this will outspeed like the modest base 100s that are running around. And then Rotom with more speed than max speed. Pelipper, we have max HP, and then some mixed defenses there. So let's see how this team does in the warm-up challenge. All right, here we are, game 1. Yeri. All right, the first team we see is it Mega Ampharos? I mean, it's not Trick Room, right? The team is kind of slow though, but Mega Gengar Trick Room seems like ridiculous. That's not gonna happen. They don't have any ground resists, so we're gonna go Whimsicott Golurk. This will be the perfect lead scenario here. Rotom in the back for Garchomp. It's also fine into Scizor. Also fine into Azumarill. Arcanine looks fine in the last slot. Kingambit is also nice for good sucker punches. And like I should be able to take most hits as well. And also handle Sylveon. So we're gonna go with that. Intimidate is like fine into Garchomp plus Scizor, but I'll be able to handle without it. Okay, we're reset at 1500 rank on this ladder. Interesting. All right, Sylveon, Scizor. I know there are different ranks on like the regular games. I'm fine to click Tailwind here. I could even go for Helping Hand and just get rid of both, right? But I would like the speed for Gengar. Omega Evolve and Earthquake. This will probably bring down the Whimsicott if it's Bullet Punch. If it's Bullet Punch plus Quick Attack Sylveon, and it's like, well, so be it. But we'll get the speed, and hopefully we have the speed for the rest of the game here. No Protect, so my Earthquake is going to be dealing damage to both. No Bullet Punch either into Whimsicott, but it's probably going down this turn. Dealing pretty good damage into the both slots. Iron Head will take out the Whimsicott. Single target fairy coverage from Sylveon is gonna hurt. I don't think it should kill. Maybe outside of Hyper Beam. I don't think Moonblast is gonna kill. And that's not in range of a Bullet Punch either. Leftover shouldn't make too much of a difference. We have Rotom here, so we can avoid the Earthquake. And Earthquake looks pretty free right now. And we have the speed. So we'll Electro Web, just in case it's a roll to kill Scizor. And we'll also slow down anything that comes in the back, I guess. There is still Scarf Garchomp that could come in. But we can Hydro Pump that. We have ways for it. We also have Kingambit in the back, so we're looking pretty fine right here. But their ground resist were non-existent, so it felt pretty safe to just go with Golurk. Yeah, they're just trying to get some damage off. Not able to kill. They don't have quick attack on the Sylveon. And we get that hit on the Scizor, just to like guarantee that the Earthquake's gonna knock it out. Now there is a Zoomer on the back that could Aqua Jet me. And Scarf Garchomp also outspeeds. But if they lock themselves into Earthquake, then they're not hitting my Rotom. And they go for Rock Slide. I don't even know if that knocks out my Golurk from the help on that. It's like, it's not like I'm that frail of a Pokemon. Is it Ampharos Azumarill? Okay. We have Kingambit in the back. 2 turns of Tailwind left. We don't want to bring Kingambit out yet. We will Electro Web. and protect. We could see if Electro Web and the Volt Switch knocks out the Azumarill. I would really doubt it, right? But we might as well waste the Azumarill from dealing damage into Rotom. It's not doing much, but we might as well prevent it. We got some okay chipping to it. And, like, we're lowering the speed right now, so, like, the Tailwind's not gonna really matter. Pretty good chip. We can Electro Web again and Earthquake. I don't think we have too much of a choice there. We could have tried to go on for another double protect, but I don't think that makes too much of a difference. Golurk is going to go down. Ampharos shouldn't be able to knock me out with any one hit. We land an Electro Web on the Azumarill, that's nice. Azumarill, or Ampharos is not going to be threatening into my King Gambit. Thunderbolt's not going to take me out. Tailwind's up, but I'm going to be outspeeding everything. Now I bring this in. I tried to Iron Head the Azumarill and protect with the Rotom, just to give myself an extra Pokemon. Like, to take on the Ampharos 2 against 1. I could have Discharge. I would doubt it. Because that would hit your own side as well. Unless the Azumarill protects here. They do not. Perfect. The Iron Head. I don't know if it's going to knock it out. Should do a lot. Should put it in range of Sucker Punch. And I will outspeed it. Thunderbolt doing a lot from Ampharos. We Hydro Pump you. And Sucker Punch on the Azumarill to take it out. It seems like a pretty obvious play, but we'll make the obvious play. Yeah, it is not Citrus Berry on the Azumarill. So missing the Hydro Pump is pretty unfortunate. Are we going to die to this Thunderbolt? We do die. Okay. Well, I think that's our first loss. Yeah, I don't think it mattered if we let the Golurk die initially. Yeah, that would have 2-hit KO'd. That's unfortunate. But that happened. Okay, we lose game 1. It could have been a possibility that we Headlong Rush to Sylveon, 1 turn 1, and take it out as opposed to going to the Spread Earthquake. But that's okay. There's like sometimes like these weird types of matchups happen and you don't accept it. I mean, you have to accept it because that's what the results are, but you don't want to lose either. Okay, so this is Sun plus Trick Room Possibility. We can go Hydreigon. And they do have Incineroar Fake Out in the back. We can go Whimsicott Golurk and go for Helping Hand plus Headlong Rush into something. And then that should kill. We have King Gambit in the back for Sucker Punch. And we either go Hydreigon or we go Rotom. I like... Ooh. I mean, a Chopped Berry doesn't matter on Hydreigon. I think we go Hydreigon in this last slot. You can handle Venusaur a little bit better. And we might need that in this matchup. Barbapapa versus Swintrump Sky. Let's get it. Charizard Whimsicott. Whimsicott Golurk. We can go for Tailwind. Mega Evolve Poltergeist to Charizard. We will try to take out their big threat. I mean, they're going to have the Venusaur in the back that's also going to be a threat. And then probably Incineroar. I don't think you bring Torkoal without the Trick Room. I guess you could try. I mean, you're not outspeeding much. Maybe. Maybe outspeed King Gambit. We set our Trick Room up first. Doesn't mean too much. It could just be a speed tie. Charizard should knock the, what is Solar Beam? I'm pretty sure I live this. We die. Okay. Charizard. It's a roll to kill. That's a little unfortunate. And like maybe I plan to like try to live that in the future. I'm gonna try to take out the Charizard here with the Kowtow Cleave. I don't think we knock it out. We should get it close. But the Moonblast might put us in range. That puts us in range. Octoberry's not going to save us. Yeah, that Octoberry's not going to save us. It saves a Whimsicott, but that's not going to do it. Okay. Yeah, that's an unfortunate roll there. It's like it's a 50% chance to knock me out. We have no chance to win this game. Alright, that's a very quick 0-2. How are we going to turn this around? It's not like we can change anything on the team. We're locked in, right? I guess it's a different approach. I mean, the problem with this team is nothing is faster than Charizard before I Tailwind. So if they go Tailwind plus Charizard, like that's really safe, right? So like I have to plan accordingly. Like that's gonna be like a presumed lead, especially if Solar Beam knocks out Golurk. It hasn't always in the past, so it's a roll to kill. All right, so they have the option to pass the stats from Hawlucha into Excadrill. We don't have Fake Out on this team. We can go... Intimidate is fine, generally. I think we can go Hydreigon Golurk lead for Tailwind this game. And then we want to Sash in case it's the 1-hit KO option, maybe. And maybe just a Sash in the back is generally okay. We also have King Gambit. I think Arcanine is pretty good. Rotom is also pretty nice. We do have ways to handle fire types, but let's go Rotom in the back. We try to bait the Sneasler. I mean, we have our like 2 of my 3 good fighting answers in the first 2 slots. So, and I didn't bring the Whimsicott back. Alright, Charizard, Sneasler. They could Fake Out. Probably my Hydreigon. And they go for a fire move. So I think I go for Tailwind, and then I go into Arcanine here. Get an Intimidate on the Sneasler. And then I can double switch back to the Arcanine into Golurk and then get a Tailwind up. I think that's going to be my game plan. Alright, the Broken Heat Wave is coming out. If you close combat the Sneasler, then I get the Tailwind up. And then I threaten a lot of things now. Alright, great. Now we have the speed advantage, which is nice. They don't have Tailwind of their own. Solar Beam. It's still gonna do a lot. It's Arcanine. It's neutral. Yeah, that still does a lot. I think we Heat Wave, Rock Slide, double hit both. I don't remember the White Herb going off, right? So it's Focus Sash. So like this is double. This is going to be hitting both. Hopefully we land the Rock Slide on Sneeze. I mean, hopefully we land the Rock Slide on both. So a burn I will take as well. I would like to land the Rock Slide on both. Alright, great. We take him out. Nice. I mean, we want to try to go positive with this team for sure. Especially because it's one of my, like, I mean, it's still pretty early on building teams and this type of program and such. I haven't really, like, looked at what people are generally using as, like, meta-defining teams and such. And you could be creative, but I gotta get more into the VGC as well before I get a super creative. But I'm trying. And I think these teams are generally working okay, not like to an elite level though. Alright, get rid of my White Herb. Dark Pulse Sinistcha. Flare Blitz Sinistcha. Not that I'm worried about Trick Room anyway, but I don't think you're gonna protect. So like we should definitely get the kill on that, and then we can deal with the Incineroar in the last. We have Golurk in the back, so like I don't think they have too many outs at this point. They're gonna Rage Patter? Okay. Alright, Dark Pulse goes into it first. Depends if there's the death or not if they're gonna live. Okay, they don't live. And then we Flare Blitz the Arcanine, that's not gonna matter. Like we're gonna win this game. That is still a lot of damage. Brings me down low. Darkest Lariat into the Arcanine. Alright, they pick up a kill. But that's all they're gonna get. Because we're gonna make a Golurk, Headlong Rush, and get this win. We're gonna remember to Mega Evolve too. That's a nice touch. Alright, and we're gonna go, we're gonna get our first win in the warm-up challenge. This is all just a warm-up. Yeah, it's a good way to call it that. So if you do bad, you can have an excuse. So I'm just warming up. When the more serious stuff comes in and when all the actual Pokemon are in the game now. We also got the 3-game requirement. Oh, nice. Okay, so get our first win. We're 1 and 2, so we're gonna have to do a little bit better. But it's like we have limitations with this team, so it's like now that we know like considerations, like we have to know like our approach to handle Charizard. And like I felt like I had a lot of measures to handle Charizard, but it's still really good. So especially if Solar Beam knocks out my Golurk. But I think the speed investment I have on it makes a lot of sense as well. Though it doesn't have to be Delphox. That is a consideration. We can go Whimsicott Golurk here. Am I not worried about just going Hydreigon Golurk lead? I think that's okay. And we have Arcanine in the back. Looks good into a lot of stuff. They have like a couple mega options, I guess. Priority against the Delphox looks good. Rotom with like pretty decent speed as well. The Rotom just doesn't handle the Chestnut. So I think we can go Whimsicott in the back. Kingambit and Rotom don't really deal with the Chestnut. Hydreigon's okay into it. We obviously have a fire type. Golurk's not great into it, so I feel like I'm gonna have that Whimsicott just to deal the damage into it with Moonblast. Because for some reason that is not a bullet move. It feels like it should be. Delphox is out. That is gonna be speedier. So we can Tailwind, Protect. Yeah, I think we Tailwind and Protect. This will let us outspeed the Greninja next turn, and maybe Delphox plus Greninja would be able to knock us out. Okay. Greninja's Mega Evolving. It's going to go Ice Beam into Hydreigon. I'm surprised the Delphox doesn't Mega Evolve here. What I feel like would be interesting is you go for a move with Greninja, and then you Mega Evolve it, and then you, like, get that new Protean boost. Hopefully they target me, the Golurk, because I am the Golurk, obviously. So targeting Hydreigon? Okay, I think we live. Oh, we get destroyed. And Shadow Ball into me. We have the Whimsicott in the back, so I think we're okay. We are slower. The Golurk is slower. We're gonna just go for Earthquake. Because we will hit the Delphox. Earthquake should knock it out. And we're gonna deal a lot of damage into Gren, plus we have the Arcanine in the back. We knock out the Delphox, that's great. Ideally, the Gren targets the Whimsicott here, or it targets the Golurk and we live. It is Stab, Ice Beam. Oh, Sludge Wave. Okay, well that's knocking out the Whim and not doing any damage to the Golurk. And we are faster than the Golurk. So it's gotta be modest for Greninja. Because modest Greninja goes to 194, and yeah, we're faster now. And also Arcanine in the back is faster. So we got 3 Pokemon to take on, but we got speed. They do have Fake Out with Sneasler still. But my Earthquake could be faster. This is okay here. We can... It's Inner Focus, Dragonite. We Rock Slide. Hope that takes out the Gren. And we Poltergeist the Dragonite. Maybe Dragonite knows is gonna die, so it's just getting it a little bit of damage before. It's also not multi-scale. Because it's Inner Focus, right? That didn't do a lot of damage. Alright, that's gone. And now we got 1 Pokemon left. It was, yeah, what's it gonna be in the last slot? I'm not sure. But like, I don't think I'm too worried. Yeah, that Greninja, pretty scary. But they probably should have targeted my Golurk. We'll Flare Blitz. Poltergeist. That should be threatening. Both should be threatening the Chestnut. Especially because it's not Mega. Maybe they have like all Megas and they're like, they can figure out what Mega they want to bring into the battle, which is a cool approach. But probably not a great idea. Alright. We get another win, get back to 500. Slow start, but hopefully we can win the rest of these games. That would be ideal. 2-win streak, get over 1500. I am placement number 170,973. We're climbing the ladder, baby. That's a lot of people. Oh, I don't know. I guess that's a lot of people that committed to play this format. Alright, we have the potential for Mega Beedrill. We have Slowbro as options, or Snorlax. Not Slowbro. No, they kind of work similarly. I could probably be under the assumption that I outspeed with my Golurk to the Beedrill, but Whimsicott, like, won't. So I think I need Whimsicott. I think Whimsicott Golurk looks like a... It's an okay lead. Hydreigon is nice, but if the Beedrill leads, it's a little annoying. But I think we can lead Hydreigon Golurk. We can put Arcanine in the back if it is Beedrill lead and get the Intimidate on if it wants a U-turn or something like that. Kingambit in the back can be scary. We can go Kingambit in the back, and we're just going to go with all-out offensive pressure this game. Don't have a defensive background in Whimsicott plus Rotom Wash, but we have Intimidate from Arcanine, which is not bad. Golurk has pretty good ability, pretty good typing. Ability is not great. Unseen Fist is fine. But it's like, it doesn't, like Poltergeist and Earthquake don't use it, so like it's kind of tough in that regard. Now, if it's Max Speed Hydreigon, they just knock me out. They could also target my Golurk here. I'd rather set up the Tailwind. And then we can go into Kingambit here. Kingambit with the speed boost is going to be pretty nice. And that's pretty unlucky on their part. They don't know if I'm Sash either. We are not max speed on our Hydreigon. Blizzard's going to do a lot. I think we just Dracometer to Hydreigon, and we Iron Head the Abomasnow. You do have like Kingambit or Snorlax in the back that can take the Draco Meteor, and you have Kingambit that can take an Iron Head. But we also have even -2 Heat Wave is like dealing like non-insignificant damage. But there's Quick Claw on the Abomasnow. You can't really take that into consideration. Maybe that makes up for the Dracometer miss. You're going to take that Dracometer for sure. But I'm not going to go for it because you're going to get knocked out by Quick Claw. That is totally fair. We got the Tailwind up. That is like pretty beneficial of itself. And we also get the Freeze. Well, that'll do it. We do not get the attack off. Otherwise, I would have probably gone Golurk there and Earthquake, assuming that the Abomasnow was low enough that it would have died to Earthquake. I go for Rock Slide Flinch. And then we target the Snorlax with the Iron Head. Flare Blitz will take out the Abomasnow, but that's not my top priority right now. Because we're doing pretty good damage with Rock Slide into Abomasnow. We're still frozen, unfortunately. We do get a flinch. It is Earthquake. We got an Intimidate on it, so we do live the hit at least a little comfortably. Okay. Now we, I think we Rock Slide again and go for the hit on the Snorlax. We're gonna have to hope that Rock Slide connects and can take out the Abomasnow. It looks like it's a range of maybe it knocks it out or not, and it does not knock it out. There's an opportunity for flinch. Get a Citrus Berry on the Snorlax. We do thaw out, which is nice. And we don't get the kill, unfortunately. Giga Drain's gonna knock us out, and whatever Snorlax is to go for is gonna knock us out as well. Abomasnow does not knock out, nor does Kingambit, so that's not bad. Tailwind being gone is a little problematic. We're gonna Earthquake in case there's like an Ice Shard into the Kingambit to try to knock it out. It probably doesn't matter. The Hydreigon's gonna be pretty problematic in the back though. But we did not knock it out, but we also had the opportunity to land a Tailwind because we missed the Dragon Meteor. Dragon's coming out. What is the last Pokemon? Is it something I can ignore? I can kind of ignore Dragonite. The problem is my Kingambit's so low that I'm going to protect an Iron Head to Hydreigon and hope I can deal damage to where it dies to an Iron Head plus a Sucker Punch, and my Golurk can handle the Dragonite. So that's my game plan. I mean, if they take out the Kingambit, we lose. And there's, I would imagine, a high possibility that my Kingambit does not live the turn, but I think that's my out to try to win. They should target the Kingambit, though. Alright, they target a Golurk. They missed a Fire Blast. Oh, Dockaberry. I was gonna say, Fire Blast is pretty risky too. Okay. So we lose this game. Alright, we're 2-3 now with this team. Live and learn. I guess Whimsicott was a better... I mean, Whimsicott would have worked out a lot better, but that's like... It's tough to, like, regret like that, because I thought Hydreigon looked really good this game. Seba is our opponent. I mean, obviously we're going to try to go positive. We'll get the best record that we can. But this is also, like, a team I made, so it's, like, it'll cool to see what progress we make from this and keep going. Interesting Pokemon. We have Galar Slowbro, Blastoise potentially as a Mega option. It could also be Mega Charizard, obviously. Gengar is there. That could also be Mega. Raichu is also there. A lot of options. A lot of Mega options, I guess. They don't have... They have Fake Out with Raichu. That is an option. But they don't have Tailwind. Tailwind from my Hydreigon seems okay. Garchomp is problematic, I guess. Like if they Dragon Call that slot. But we can get an Intimidate off early even. That seems alright. And then in the back, we can have Rotom. And yeah, sure, we'll go with Golurk. Golurk should outspeed everything on the team after a Tailwind, with the exception of a Scarfer. Maybe Scarf Garchomp is a possibility on this team. Alright, Seba. Versus the Swim Trunks guy. Let's see if he can handle it. Blastoise Gengar. Not the lead I was expecting. I feel fine the Tailwind here. You target a water move into me, correct? So I can go, I can protect with Arcanine, or I can go into Rotom. I think we're gonna protect here. Garchomp in the back is still pretty threatening, so if like Hydreigon goes down for some reason, then we want outs for it. Pretty big hit. Ice Beam shouldn't be able to knock it out with Blastoise. Tailwind goes up. Muddy Water could lower the accuracy of my Hydreigon. They're probably going to Muddy Water again. I think I can Dark Pulse with my Hydreigon and go into Rotom. I feel like this feels pretty fine. I don't think they're going to really overpredict with the Blastoise. I don't think there's too much of a reason to do so. Is it Focus Sash? It is not. Alright, great. Gengar's down. Curse Body. Dark Pulse is not bad to have, but it's fine. Do we get accuracy drops here? We get accuracy drop on Hydreigon. Makes it a little bit harder to go for Drake and Meteor. We might want to consider bringing in Arcanine here if Garchomp comes out. Yeah, get an Intimidate on it. And we also remove the speed drop that I got. We'll Hydro Pump the Garchomp. Icy Wind, I guess, could come out. Muddy Water seems... I don't know. Muddy Water seems unrealistic, doesn't it? We are going to lower the attack of Garchomp. Hydro Pump will land and deal probably 40%. Yeah, 45%. Scale Shot. Okay. Getting the speed boost, but lowering the speed. Is that a loaded dice or something? That's not in the game. Blizzard. Ooh, that's crazy. Not gonna get the kill. Is it gonna freeze? So we have Tailwind up. Garchomp now has +1 speed. We should be faster than it. So we can go Flare Blitz into it and Hydro Pump. We don't knock it out. I don't think Extreme Speed wouldn't have knocked it out either. There's a possibility that we could have protected there. Hydro Pump misses. Is there another Scale Shot from the Garchomp? Rock Tomb. Okay, a little scary. Muddy Water lands and hits. It's gonna lower accuracy. Our Tailwind is out. We bring in Golurk. Mega Evolve. I think we protect. And hope that Hydro Pump knocks out the Garchomp. Oh, Mega Garchomp. That's neat. I did not expect that at all. I feel like with the threat of Golurk, I think the Garchomp's going to attack that. Does it go for like... It has Rock Slot, Rock Tomb, Scale Shot. You Scale Shot into Golurk, great. Do we land a Hydro Pump? We do. Awesome. Alright, so this Pokemon is out. I don't think I'm too worried about what the Blastoise is going to go for here. Blizzard. It lands on the Golurk, so hopefully it misses in the future. Dealing very minimal damage. Hopefully there's no freeze. There's no freeze. That's good. Charizard, Slowbro, and Gengar. Possibilities in the back. Charizard is not Mega. Poltergeist, a Blastoise, Electro Web. Inferno. That always burns, right? That's crazy. Oh no. Okay damage in the Blastoise. And good damage in the Charizard too. I'm not sure how the challenge works. You just play games. That is good damage in the Blastoise. Citrus Berry. Alright. Blizzard. Not gonna knock out my Golurk. Awesome. Oh, but we get the freeze. Uh-oh. This is bad. I'm gonna Poltergeist to Charizard, Electro Web. Do we get unfrozen? Come on, give it to me. Give it to me. No, we do not. We are faster. Do we get the knockout here? We are burned. Oh, we barely miss out on the knockout. Breaking Swipe. That's okay. These are now single target attacks in the Blastoise. And they land the Blizzard again. Alright, Hydreigon. Let's not lose to this in-game team, please. What do I go for? Because what, they Blizzard? Huh. What's the best approach here? Because Rotom can... Let's go for the flinch chance on Blastoise. Plus Electro Web. We will let the Charizard live, but we are faster with the Rotom, but we don't fall out. We do live the Breaking Swipe. Depends if he lands Blizzard on both. Or to flinch. There we go. Okay. We make it out alive. Right? Because Rotom's guaranteed on thaw. because it was already frozen twice. So on the third turn, it should guaranteed unthaw. And then we knock out with Volt Switch and the Charizard plus Dark Pulse into the Blastoise. Okay. We unthaw? Nice. Okay, yes. I think we have to unthaw that on that turn. Okay. A little scary. But we will take this win. For sure. My opponent got pretty crazy luck that game. But we were able to prevail. Partially because we had like an actual team. But they had the element of surprise with all the potential megas that they had. I had no idea what it was gonna be. We're gonna keep going. Yeah, I think the challenge is you just play games and you see how high you go up on the ladder. It seems pretty similar to just the regular VGC ladder. But everyone can do it. Like you don't need to get to Master Ball tier to do it, assumingly. Okay, regular Rotom form, Klefki for screens. Setup with Gyarados, maybe trapping with Gengar. I don't think there's gonna be trapping with Gengar. Gengar where Dragon moves is pretty fast. Gengar also outspeeds my team. We could go Whimsicott Hydreigon and just knock out Garchomp turn 1 if that's the strategy. Bring Golurk in the back, and then something for Rotom. Golurk should be able to live a Sucker Punch from the Kingambit if it comes to it. We also have Moonblast plus Heat Wave, Hydro Pump. We have enough damage into the Kingambit slot. Regular Rotom form is interesting to pair with potentially Mega Gengar on this team. Klefki and Garchomp. We're gonna just try to take out the Garchomp on turn 1. They can Thunder Wave the Hydreigon, and we're gonna get a Tailwind off before a potential Thunder Wave. Again, Thunder Wave is only 1/8 of the chance to actually para, like fully make you unable to attack or do anything that turn. Garchomp is gonna switch out. They were fearing the Draco Meteor. We have the speed advantage, but now we have a Hydreigon with minus special attack. But getting damage onto the Gyarados is something I'm fine with. A Reflect is interesting. Also, okay. Oh, we just knock out this Gyarados. Is that a critical hit? It is. Wow. That is unfortunate for my opponent. But now I have two Pokemon that don't have that much attacking prowess right now, especially assumingly a Light Screen is going to go up. But Klefki is not too much of an attacking threat. So I can let it set up Light Screen, but I can still attack the Garchomp slot. Like even on this turn, Moonblast plus Draco Meteor should still deal pretty significant damage into the Garchomp. And we have the guaranteed speed with our team. But the Prankster from the Klefki will let it go for Light Screen before we can fire off the other of our special attacks. But because we have the speed, we can then follow it up with either of the Pokemon we have in the back against the Garchomp. I'm not too worried about that. Thunder Wave and the Whimsicott. We still have our Focus Sash intact, so there might be a chance we don't attack, but we probably do. We're going to land a Draco Meteor. And yes, Moonblast will take out the Garchomp. Assuming we land the hit. We do. That's great. So now they have a Klefki that doesn't have much attacking prowess, And whatever their last Pokemon is. Kingambit can be scary. Supreme Overlord, so it's dealing 1.2 times the amount of damage. I think I'm fine to bring in Rotom. Swords Dance with Kingambit can get a little problematic. We don't really have to worry about the Klefki slot. We do have a Focus Sash still with my Whimsicott. Use Moonblast. There is a low chance that we lowered a special attack, but that's not going to matter because it's Supreme Overlord. It's not Defiant. Steel Beam. That's going to do a lot of damage. And Steel Beam's an interesting move because it deals 50% of your health. So you might want to go for that, deal a big hit, and then switch out it to your other threats. Or this is just a Klefki that wants to heal up and use Steel Beam multiple times. That's an interesting idea. And make Klefki not as passive. Leftovers Kingambit. We have one more turn of Tailwind left. I'd like to protect. And Hydro Pump and Kingambit. Kingambit is the major threat here. We do have Heat Wave with Hydreigon. There is a chance to miss, of course. I don't know if the Kingambit's going to Sucker Punch the Whimsicott. Klefki's going to substitute. It's going to die to another Steel Beam. So it's an irrelevant Pokemon at this point. It is going to Sucker Punch the Whimsicott. Predicting for it to go to Moonblast. That's perfect. We will go into the Kingambit. We're gonna guarantee the land. Okay. We don't get the knockout. They also don't go for a Sucker Punch, so my Whimsicott should be able to take out. Should be able to take out the Kingambit unless the Klefki goes for Steel Beam, which knocks itself out as well. They do. Okay. So Klefki is out. Whimsicott is out. That was an interesting Klefki idea. Substitute. Yeah, it just doesn't really work that well. Kowtow Cleave gets 2 knockouts. But it is pretty low to where we have Rotom plus Hydreigon. I can go for Heat Wave, but there is a 10% chance I miss. I think I'm fine Volt Switching and clicking Dark Pulse with Hydreigon. Sucker Punch shouldn't, even though it's going to be 1.3 boost and now with Swords Dance. That's still a lot of damage. But it doesn't knock out my Rotom. My Rotom's very bulky. And we do knock it out with a Volt Switch. I wasn't worried about the damage. I was worried about a... I knew I could live 2 hits. Or like 1 hit at least with the Hydreigon. So if he killed Rotom, like I was still fine with that. As long as I hit 2 Dark Pulses, I was going to win that game. So, just playing as safe as possible with these games. And we're ranking up on the placements. Maybe we'll get the top 100,000 after this game. Fox Tsunami. Okay, Reuniclus, Torterra, interesting Pokemon. They have quite a slow team. I think Whimsicott, there is no fake out pressure. Whimsicott plus Golurk looks really good. Kingambit in the back also looks nice. For everything really outside of Torterra, we want something decent in the Torterra here. And that could be... It could be Arcanine. We have no Earthquake switch in. If we go this approach. I think ultimately that's okay. It is risky. I'm basically going Tailwind plus 3 really strong, hitting physical slow attackers. I think this should be able to over pressure my opponent. Thing by Palafin. We will go for Tailwind here and Mega Evolve. I don't believe Earthquake's gonna take out Gengar. It might take out Gengar. It depends how much bulk the Mega Gengar has. If it's max HP, my Earthquake kills. So we'd have to be defense invested. It is not Mega Gengar. There could be Focus Ashes on either opponent. We take out the Gengar, which is great. Also deal very significant damage into the Palafin. Is it going to flip turn? It's going to flip turn. It's going to do a lot of damage into Golurk. It's not going to kill. But it could switch in on the next turn. And it'll be in its 0 to hero form. Which hits really hard. Goodra comes out. Dragonite? Now Palafin is problematic in the back. Kind of for both Pokemon. We do have the speed advantage, which is nice. I think we Moonblast the Dragonite and Headlong Rush the Goodra. They would have to be Shuckle Berry on the Goodra. I'm pretty sure to live this Golurk hit. Extreme Speed. Shouldn't do enough damage. Great. We get rid of the multi-scale from the Dragonite now. And deal really great damage into it. It's probably max physical. Oh, it's also a critical hit. That'll help. That's another critical hit. I don't think that makes too much of a difference either. Palafin is going to be the last Pokemon. It's still pretty good into my team. An option is Extreme Speed into the Whimsicott and Water Move into my Golurk, like Jet Punch. I have 2 turns of Tailwind left. So I would prefer if both these Pokemon died this turn, and then finish the game off next turn. So, in the off chance that, like, I can land an attack, let's go for it. Even if they don't both protect on the next turn, I think I have, like, outs to win with the priority that I have on my team. They do not go for a Jet Punch. So we take out the Palafin. I wonder what they were considering going for. Bring out the Arcanine for the Intimidate. We have Extreme Speed on this. for a Poltergeist. That is 2-hit KO damage. And Poltergeist will knock it out. Alright, so we showed some power of Golurk there under Tailwind. I got, what, three knockouts that game? I killed the Dragonite, and killed the Palafin, and killed the Gengar, and killed the Goodra. We actually got 4 kills with Golurk that game. That's great. Now we're at 86,000. That's not bad. But we're going to go better. Because Mega Golurk deserves better than that. We are 5-3 at the moment. Okay, Garchomp with Arcanine. Potentially Mega Absol. Regular Mega Absol. I think we want the speed from Whimsicott plus Golurk. Arcanine is fast in the back, and then also handles the Corviknight, at least kinda. It kinda does. We have our, like, they have Arcanine, they have Dragonite, Frostlass, Absol. This looks really good into the team otherwise. We want an answer to Garchomp. So it can be Rotom or Hydreigon. I think we go Rotom here. It gives us nice resist if we feel like we need it. Arcanine plus Dragonite lead. We set up a Tailwind. And we go into our own Arcanine to give them an Intimidate. We don't have to spend this game with a Golurk at -1 attack. And Whimsicott might go down here, but that would be fine. It gives us an opportunity to bring in more offensive threats. Probably the Golurk, so we can Rock Slide plus Poltergeist. Ice Beam's not going to do anything in Arcanine. If there's a freeze, we can Flare Blitz. We live on a Focus Sash, that's great. The burn helped, like, I was debating whether to go for Protect or Helping Hand on that turn. But now I don't have to make that decision. Rock Slide is not going to take out the Arcanine. And it's not going to take out the Dragonite. But Electro Web is not going to take it out either. I think we go Golurk here. We're going to Mega Evolve Poltergeist the Dragonite and go for Rock Slide into both. Should deal some very good chip. They do have an Absol that could switch into a Poltergeist, but it's going to take, like, I would imagine 70-75% damage. So it's not really a switching. Rock Slide. I don't think it's going to kill the opposing Arcanine. It does not. We'll see if my Poltergeist takes out Dragonite. It should. I am a Golurk. Yes, that's great. Arcanine should be able to do some okay damage into my Golurk, but we get the flinch, fortunately. So no attacks for you. Frostlass could come out, Absol could come out and Sucker Punch, but I can also go for Flare Blitz into the Absol.
Or I'm probably bulky enough that I live the hit anyway. We can go for an Earthquake plus Protect. We are not worried about Extreme Speed plus Sucker Punch knocking at my Golurk, and I'm not worried about Sucker Punch knocking at my Golurk. There is a chance it's Scope Lens with Super Luck Absol, but this is Mega Absol. And we are faster than Mega Absol, because that's the same speed as Gengar. Now, yes, I am worried about a critical hit knocking out my Golurk. So that happens. Play Rough should not do anything to my Arcanine. This makes the game tricky. Not impossible, but tricky. I think Rotom matches up pretty well to everything else. One turn of Tailwind left. I think we're gonna Hydro Pump, Rock Slide. Arcanine's gonna switch out to try to get an Intimidate later. Well, this seems pretty bad for you. That is a lot of damage. Absol strong. We don't knock out the Frostlass, unfortunately. And it's Citrus Berry. Interesting. Hydro Pump is also not going to land into the Rotom. Or to the Absol. We have Extreme Speed into the Absol, so we're going to go for that. And then we Electro Web the Frostlass. We're going to hope that Extreme Speed can knock out the Absol here. There's also a chance that it goes for Sucker Punch into the Arcanine. We do get the knockout. That's great. And then we're going to lower the speed. I also could go for Hydro Pump, but that has a chance to miss. This is also a single target. Electro Web does land. You even do get the knockout. It is single target, so there's like it's going to do more damage than just double targeting. And there's just a single Arcanine left at very low health. So we get another win here. That feels pretty good. Even a White Herb to make sure we keep our attack strong. We'll go for an Extreme Speed, and I'm not worried about their Extreme Speed knocking out my Arcanine, and Volt Switch should knock out the Arcanine anyway. Maybe Bright Powder. I guess Bright Powder is always a lose chance. Alright, we will take this win. Nicely done. Surprised no Garchomp was brought this game. Garchomp seems pretty good to this team. Maybe they're worried about Whimsicott, Rotom, and Hydreigon. Yeah, it's crazy that there's no Mega Absol Z. Well, it's not crazy because there's not any other Absol, like Z Megas in the game, but they wanted to keep the power level low and keep it approachable. Daniel, I guess. Okay, we have Baby Floette, which is the Sylveon. Gengar, Scarf Hydreigon, or Scarf Garchomp. Whimsicott seems fine here. He'll get a faster Tailwind off against anything. Golurk seems fine. Ish. The speed is pretty important in this game, though. I think we want Hydreigon. We want Arcanine. And we can take Rotom. This might not be a Golurk game. Hydreigon, Corviknight. even Incineroar Intimidates are like a little bit annoying. There's like not a lot of ground types to take advantage of. Kingambit is good for Sucker Punch. Having a secondary ground resist also feels pretty nice. If Sylveon leads, it feels pretty bad with the Hydreigon. So let's lead with Arcanine. That'll deal pretty massive damage into Sylveon. And then we have the dual ground immunities in the back. For the Garchomp, that is pretty good into this team. I think it's pretty good in my team. I have a 4-game win streak. Let's see if we can make it 5. But we do have the White Herb. So now my stats are back to normal. Tailwind up here is probably pretty good. I can also just protect Flare Blitz the Corviknight. I was thinking about Helping Handing plus Rock Slide. They're going to fake out the Arcanine. Okay. Are they going to go for Tailwind? Or are they going to go for Brave Bird and Whimsicott? Taunt. Okay. Interesting. Rotom can take on Incineroar in the back. That's not as problematic. Getting up a Tailwind plus targeting the Corviknight still seems pretty good. It is not a one-hit knockout, but it'll die to a Rock Slide on the following turn. We're forced to go for Moonblast, which I think is okay. We can still hit the Incineroar for not 0 damage. It would be great to knock out the Corviknight here if it has the opportunity to go for a Roost. But Taunt Roost, U-turn, like what would the sense of that set be? You can go to Hydreigon and Rock Slide. I don't know if that takes out the Corviknight. Because we are -1 attack and it's a spread. But it gets damage onto the Gengar as well. We get the flinch on the Gengar, that's great. And we get the flinch on the Corviknight, that's awesome. Now we feel fine to Dark Pulse the Gengar and Flare Blitz the Corviknight. We don't have to risk any chances of missing. Look at the double knockout, that's great. We're forcing the Incineroar plus whatever the last Pokemon is. It could be, I'm imagining it's going to be Gengar or Garchomp. We have not seen a Mega yet, interestingly. It could be Mega Garchomp. Most I've seen so far are Scarf, but not all of them. Maybe about half I've seen before Choice Scarf. And Choice Scarf seems pretty decent on this team, unless if you're Scarf Hydreigon. It feels fine to Draco Meteor to Garchomp. And go into the Rotom. I think there's low chance they go for a move that would have killed the Whimsicott in the Arcanine slot. But Rotom's also okay. It is Mega Garchomp. It would be ideal to land the Draco Meteor on this Garchomp. The game will get harder if they fake out the Hydreigon and knock out the Hydreigon here. They're going to Outrage. So Outrage randomly decides who you're going to attack. So we can put... I mean, first we could put Whimsicott in the game. We can Moonblast the Garchomp, and then we switch into Arcanine. That'll lower the attacks out of Garchomp. And also won't knock out my Rotom. My Rotom's not in the game. And, like, we should be able to take out the Garchomp in 2 hits. That's some good damage. And my Arcanine plus my Rotom should take out the Incineroar. It does target a Whimsicott. That's perfect. Darkest Lariat. Not going to knock it out. We will Moonblast. And go into Rotom here. We can save another Intimidate later on. Really lowered the damage output. There is a chance for Garchomp protects, and then the Incineroar targets my Whimsicott. Though if the Incineroar did Flare Blitz my Whimsicott and I got burned, that could have been a little bit dicey. But the Garchomp did not protect. Did they get the burn? They did not get the burn. Well, I mean, that situation still could have happened. So we will Moonblast, Hydro Pump, and we should have the game wrapped up. I do have a little bit of inaccurate moves I'm going for. That is pretty decent damage in the Incineroar. And Hydro Pump should knock it out. And we do land it, that's great. Alright, another win in the books. We will take that. And that gives us a 5-game winning streak as well. The journey has just begun here, folks. Placement number 29,000. Okay, we got a cool team of Infernape with Lopunny, Baby Floette, Corviknight, Rotom, Tyranitar. Very interesting team. The Lopunny will outspeed my Golurk if it's max speed, but we have seen that not all of them do run the max speed. I also have like a little bit extra speed on my Golurk to outpace Gengar by 2 points. So say the Lopunny wants to outspeed Gengar by only 1 point, then I'll outspeed by the 1 extra point my Golurk has. Like, I figured I wouldn't make two, and it's only 1 extra point in the speed, and I felt like that, like, situation could be worth it. So we can go Whimsicott, Golurk. I can Poltergeist, Corviknight, and even Rotom, and I don't think I died. I don't die to a Corviknight. I don't think I died with Rotom Hydro Pump either. Kingambit looks pretty good in the back. And then are we worried about Rotom? Are we worried about Sylveon? I don't think I'm worried about Sylveon. I do have the Chople Berry with Hydreigon, so I should live a fighting move from Lopunny or Infernape. And they might not expect that. We just make sure we knock out the Sylveon and we're fine. Okay, I have a 3-game win streak, so it's not like we're taking anybody for granted. Definitely not in this one. Okay. Is Infernape gonna fake out here? Plus Sylveon attack. Can I just headlong rush to Sylveon? Let's do that. I think the Infernape's gonna fake out the Whimsicott turn 1. Flare Blitz. Okay. We are faster than the Sylveon. We should knock it out. Great. Critical hit, I don't think makes a difference. Alright, now we'll see if the Mega Lopunny comes out. It's a kind of an awkward position to Mega Lopunny's here. I do see Rotom. You'll Tailwind. And I don't think I care about Rotom there. It's probably going to be Focus Sash and Infernape, right? Evil Tailwind. And Long Rush the Infernape. I mean, my Golurk is dying here. Unless if Hydro Pump misses from Rotom. Get a Scarf, Infernape, Flare Blitz. That's not going to knock me out. Great. So we get a second kill. And we still have my Focus Sash. And we'll see if Rotom lands a Hydro Pump or not. Maybe it's Will-O-Wisp. Maybe it's like a Ghost move. Possibly. Thunder Wave. Oh, okay. We'll just have Golurk then. Sure. It is Lopunny in the back. Now they have Scrappy Fake Out, right? For Lopunny? So I'm gonna Moonblast the Lopunny and Protect. It could be Fake Out Quick Attack, but that's like a lot of resources, and then you're not gonna be Protect on the Lopunny. We do land a Moonblast, that's great. And we just knock it out. That's awesome. Max Special Attack Whimsicott coming in clutch. Confuse Ray. Ooh, I respect this. Oh, that's awesome. You know what? I know you don't need my help, Golurk, but let's finish the job strong. What are you confused about this strategy? You helping him the Golurk, and Golurk punches big into the Rotom and knocks it out. And it's not going to miss. Bright Powder. It don't even matter. Let's get it. Bright Powder, that's awesome. Wait, Confuse Ray, Thunder Wave, Bright Powder, Rotom? Oh, wait, what is he cooking? Infernape Admire. They had a 3-game win streak, so. 20,000 rank. We're climbing. That was a cook. Wait, I might have to try that out sometime. I might have to suggest that to AIM when he goes to Indy. So this looks like a potential Psychic Terrain team. With Meowstic setting up Psychic Terrain and Alakazam, right? So I think we go Whimsicott Hydreigon. Kingambit in the back. And Golurk in the back. Like Golurk does massive damage into Sinistcha and to Primarina. Especially if you have a Tailwind. They have a lot of badges. Lopunny Alchemy. So Decorate shenanigans. So we're gonna just Moonblast the Lopunny. And Tailwind with my Hydreigon, because we want to deal the damage in the Lopunny. And they might fighting move into my Hydreigon slot. Cosmic Power. What is going on? Is this Baton Pass? Alright, so now we're faster with the with the Whimsicott. It's gonna Decorate. What's that? +2 attack, +2 special attack? Oh no, that's crazy. But fortunately, we're knocking it out. And we Dark Pulse this slot too. Yeah, you are not gonna exist. That is not gonna happen here. I know enough about VGC to like know that that's a threat. I mean, Alcremie can just knock out my Hydreigon here. Psych Up. Oh, that's not happening. Nope, nope. I also could add Encore on my Whimsicott. That's pretty crazy to try that tech in front of a Whimsicott. And they just leave. Come on. Come on, Von Dragon. You're better than that. You take me as a fool? Who do you think I am? I am. 14,000. We're climbing the ranks. Well, we started 0-2, and now we're 9-3. Cosmo. And like this team is like definitely not perfect. Okay, this is like a team I would expect. Double Fake Out, Sand, Primarina, Whimsicott Golurk. Always seems pretty good. We want Rotom in the back. Looks great in this game. Looks really, really great. Kingambit should live ground moves, right? It pressures Tyranitar, but Tyranitar can have low kick. But I trust you into Primarina more. So we're going to go with this. And we have the Rotom anyway. I think we match up pretty well into this type of team. They have a 2-game win streak. Elgato. Does that mean the cat? Right? Whimsicott Golurk. I can Helping Hand Golurk. That's why we have Helping Hand on the Whimsicott. So I can knock out Golurk. Helping Hand, even after the Intimidate, Headlong Rush should knock out Incineroar. And it goes before fake out. Yep, fake out. We're gonna take out the Incineroar. Not bad. Incineroar's not even like it's like versus Rotom and versus Kingambit. It's better, like I guess Kingambit. You get the attack rate. We do lose our Whimsicott here. I'm not worried about the Corviknight taking out. Like I'm not really worried about anything on their side. Maybe Tyranitar. But we have Rotom in the back. And we just Electro Web stuff. Make everything slower. I mean, they do have Mirror Armor, so like the speed drop back to me is going to happen, but my Golurk's going to be faster than the Tyranitar. Which is the most important thing. They could switch into Excadrill here. They do not. And if we land a speed drop on the Tyranitar, then something else is dying. So it seems good. They do protect. Okay. We can still Electro Web next turn. It doesn't really matter. Because they don't have the Corviknight in the back. But if we land on the Corviknight, then the speed gets lowered from my Rotom. And they set up a Tailwind. Okay. I think we still want to lower the speed of you. And going to Kingambit? Yeah, it was good that that was a good play that they went for protect on the Tyranitar. Knock off. Do they have body press? Thinking they probably do. Or not body. Oh, they could have body press Corviknight or low kick. Now, how many turns? There are 2 turns of Tailwind left. I think we can double protect here. They might bring the Excadrill in on the Corviknight side. They're bringing it in on the Tyranitar. That's weird, because I went for Hydro Pump. Internet saw it in the last turn. Oh no, I didn't. Body press? Okay, they do have it. I can Volt Switch and go into Golurk here. I'm not really worried about the Excadrill. High horsepower, yeah, that's a lot of damage. Roost? Oh, okay. Well, if they have Roost, I think this game is over. Yeah, with them having Roost, it's over. Their Tailwind is over. I guess I could have Earthquake there. Little sucker. Yeah. We sucker and protect. They could body press the King Gambit here pretty easily. Get a lot of damage on the Espadrille. That is gonna knock me out. Okay. High horsepower, Earthquake, protect, you would think. And then they're gonna Tailwind? They're gonna Tailwind. Okay. No more Sandstorm. That doesn't really matter. I don't think we're gonna get a work around this. Are they gonna Earthquake again? They could high horsepower. Let's Earthquake. In case if they miss a high horsepower. They're gonna... Okay, they have Iron Head. That's also totally fair. They can't really touch my Rotom. But, like, Tyranitar just does too much also. And I don't have leftovers or anything on this Rotom. So, like, we're not doing enough. They should roost with the Corviknight, and if they do, it's over. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't. I see them switching out of the Tyranitar. And they're gonna roost with Corviknight. They do roost. Okay, yeah, we're gonna lose this game. I guess I should have predicted them to roost. Tailwind Roost, Brave Bird, Body Press. I guess that's a fair set. Yeah, that's a fair set. Alright, that's our first loss in a while. Lose our 7-game win streak. But they played well with the Electro Web on the Tyranitar. I guess they were also... Not that Hydro Pump would have done a lot in the Tyranitar, but like that was my win condition right there. Well, I won the game if that happened, but I was also pretty far behind if it didn't. Okay, we got possibly Fake Out, Save Alive, Shed Tail, Earthworm, Follow Me into a pretty big threat. Maybe Chandelure. Maybe Garchomp, Mega Chandelure, so it could be Shed Tail, Earthworm, and the Chandelure with Fake Out from Sableye. And also you have like Follow Me support from Maushold. So I think we go Hydreigon, Golurk here. We want something for Garchomp in the back, which would be Rotom. And something for Chandelure, which would be King Gambit. Whimsicott is also fine into the Garchomp. Let's see what they got. Swim Trunks guy. It's going to be interesting. They have a lot of approaches. Okay. We're going Sableye, Meganium. We have a pretty bad lead into that. They can fake out my Hydreigon. Grass move into Golurk. They could also just Fairy move and knock out my Hydreigon on turn 1, so they don't have Protect. They could also Will-O-Wisp my Golurk. You can go into Kingambit. I think we want to try to deal damage off on something now. Will-O-Wisp could go into the Golurk slot. Yeah, this is just a very strong lead matchup for them. Because they could Fairy plus Fire, Priority Will-O-Wisp my Golurk. They could Grass move into the Golurk, fake out the Hydreigon. Because they could just Fairy move on the next one. They could double target the Hydreigon. They're going to Quash. And Kingambit. Okay, Dazzling Gleam. This is fine. If we land Poltergeist, it's fine. Okay, now we can Iron Head and double target the Meganium. Yeah, because they could knock out one or the other. A critical hit might have mattered, but probably not. Meganium is very strong. We'll get the kill here. We don't get the roll. Ooh. And foul play. That's a lot. Okay. Well, we're getting a double down here. Well, I guess not a double down. We Heat Wave. Now we Tailwind. Volt Switch Meganium. If they quashed a Rotom. Gravity. We have our Tailwind up, but now the Garchomp can hit both of us with Earthquake. This is a crazy Sableye set. I think generally I'm gonna just ignore it. It has Foul Play, Quash, Gravity. Are you trying to go for like Inferno, Chandelure? Garchomp is out. Well, we're Draco Meteoring it. And Hydro Pump it. If it's Sash, then so be it. I mean, I could have protected with my Rotom, but yeah, it's also because Gravity moves are higher accuracy, so I'm not going to miss my Draco Meteor. Well, I think it's what, 99? No, I think it is 100% chance, right? I think it's like base 30% increase. So yeah, that's like 100%. That's 100% chances. All the 100% chance hit Hydro Pump. Now we have more HP than they do all of a sudden. Hellplay shouldn't do too much in either. Great. The Tailwind was huge. Fourth Worm. We have Heat Wave. and Hydro Pump that can't miss. Neither of them can miss. We could go for Dark Pulse to try to get the flinch on the Earthworm, but Heat Wave's going to do more, and we can't miss. And Hydro Pump can't miss either. Like, I think we're in a position to where even if I don't knock out the Earthworm, I think I still win the game. Quash into Rotom doesn't matter. Is it Earth? I mean, Earthquake Earthworm's not going to kill my Rotom anyway. Alright, that does nothing to the Earthworm. Fortunately, we have a Chople Berry. It does like 50 some damage. I think that's pretty Spadef. Alright, great. I think it's in range of another Heat Wave. I mean, we'll double target it anyway. Especially if we have Gravity still up. I guess you could do you double protect? I mean, I don't think I care too much about the Sableye. Because Hydreigon's always going to have speed. And Sableye doesn't do enough damage into Rotom. Yeah. Let's see. Heat Wave always connects because of Gravity. We don't get the knockout, interestingly. But we're going to get the knockout with the Rotom. And, like, Earthworm's not taking out my Rotom. And it's probably not going to hit me anyway. We lived the hit. There we go. Great. Cool idea with this team. We have like a lot of modes to go with it. And we had a really, like, Sableye. Like, ain't even a bad start. But you don't know what Sableye's going to do. Yeah, there's like a lot of options. Quash is like pretty good with it. Fake Out is another option. But I figured they weren't going to attack, or like, grass type attack my Golurk. So we're 10-4 right now. Yes. Yes, 10-4. Yeah, you get the joke. Funny guy over here. Alright, we got Lucario movement here. Mr. Tatuka. Manectric. Mega Manectric? Probably, right? Why would you bring regular Manectric otherwise? I mean, Golurk Whimsicott seems good. Rotom in the back. For Gyarados Garchomp. And then Arcanine for Fast Fire. We're really relying on Rotom to take out the Gyarados in this situation, but I think it should be able to. Alright, well, we're going to go into Rotom, and we're going to just Moonblast to Garchomp. Like, if we can knock it out, that seems pretty good. Or deal a lot of damage into it. I mean, the only thing would be Scarf, Garchomp, Rock Slide, Flinch into Whimsicott, and then, like, Ice Fang from Gyarados into Whimsicott, maybe, would be the issue. Yeah, that's great damage. It's gotta be pretty bulky. Ice Fang. That's Scarf? Freeze? Wait, Crunch to Whimsicott? Why? And a defense drop? Volt Switch. That's Scarf Ice. We're just protecting here. Especially with the defense drop. Mega Gyarados. Oh wait, what? That's just really, like, no speed Garchomp. Okay. You're still frozen. And sure, now you're gonna hit your Gyarados. I mean, I'll take that chip if you're gonna give it to me. I appreciate it. I think we just get Tailwind up. But let's protect with you. And Tailwind. We still stay frozen. So we're gonna unthaw in the next turn. Ice Fang, sure, take me out. That's a very bulky Garchomp is the problem. Man, you got so much damage onto me. Does my Golurk take out Garchomp? Level 50. It might not. I mean, I would have to double target it. I think it's super bulky. Huh. Headlong Rush would knock it out. We will... Huh. Headlong Rush should knock it out, but then the Gyarados is going to attack my Golurk. So I think we Electro Web here. Protect with Golurk. Alright, we'll get the speed drop somewhere. I mean, I feel like we got to double down. Like, we're going to get 2 kills with Earthquake in the next turn. I guess assuming I hit a Hydro Pump on the Garchomp. I'm assuming a Garchomp doesn't knock out my Rotom. Crunch. Great. Okay. We will Hydro Pump. Earthquake. We're going to knock out the Lucario. And even if I did land that Hydro Pump, I'm not really worried about Garchomp taking out my Golurk at all. So, like, this is fine. Yeah, we're just going to get 2 kills. What? What was that? Gyarados is in the back. How are we taking it out? We're gonna target a Sylveon, and we're missing on Lucario. Of course. We knock it out. That's fine. Lucario can't miss. how do we win this game? I mean, also, if we ever miss on the Lucario, we lose. We get attack drops. I think Gyarados knocks out the Arcanine with Waterfall. Probably knocks out the Golurk too. It's not going to knock out the Golurk. It's like a 50-50 chance. We're just going for Earthquake. Nice. The Gyarados is faster. Lucario is also faster. Lucario is -1 speed drop. We're missing. Are we gonna miss? Oh, nice. Let's get it. All right, great. They double targeted the Arcanine there. The disrespect to Golurk is unbelievable. The disrespect is crazy. All right, let's get that win. Nice. Bright Powder Lucario. I came into the clutch when I needed to. The question is, how many times do people run Bright Powder on mods? Like, you don't know when it doesn't make a difference, but you know when it makes a difference. So, like, is it more impactful than I think it actually is? I have no idea. We're 11-4 this run. That's like, I feel pretty good about that. Okay, we got Zoroark. Pretty annoying. Rotom Wash. Sneasler for Fake Out. Do I lead Hydreigon, Whimsic? Do I lead Hydreigon? I bait the Sneasler close combat? But I don't set the tail up faster than the Zoroark. Yeah, Zoroark is just pretty annoying. We could lead with Rotom. Rotom's also good into the Garchomp. Maybe it's Whimsicott Rotom? Volt Switch? Golurk in the back? Or Arcanine in the back? Golurk in the back with Hydreigon. Rotom Wash is pretty good here. They have a higher ranking than we do. Sneasler to former Alpha. This is pretty good for us. Hydro Pump to Sneasler. Fake Out? Or protecting the Fake Out? Garchomp, I mean, you can Dragon move against the Rotom and deal some damage. Okay, you're gonna just switch out. Rotom's here. You Fake Out. Dire Claw. Nasty work. And we land. That's great. We do 57%. Can Rotom take that out? Not with a Volt Switch. We have to go for Hydro Pump again. Alright. Tailwind. Try to knock out the Sneasler. I'm not too worried about the Rotom on the opposing side. We're gonna miss. Predictably. Are we gonna get knocked out here? It wouldn't be the worst if we did. Para is the worst. Sleep is probably worse. Okay, but they knock out the Whimsicott. Okay. I mean, we're down him on, but we have speed control. How am I going to take out this Rotom? How much is Golur going to do in the Rotom wash? I only do like 50% to Rotom? That's crazy. If it's like really defensive, that's crazy. Hydro Punch Sneasler. Dark Pulse to Rotom. I don't want to go for Draco right now. Draco would not be good because I've lowered my special, my attack, and I don't know how many times I'm switching out the Hydreigon this game. Got to take advantage of as many turns as possible with the Tailwind. Okay, they're gonna switch. And Garchomp. Well, they would have died with Draco Meteor. Protect. Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, I'll fall for this. I mean, if it's bait, it's bait. They do have a Whimsicott, right? But it's Whimsicott Rotom? I feel like I could take that on. Rotom, are you going to protect Garchomp? Okay. We get a little bit of damage on this Rotom too. Like, I'm fine with that. Those leftovers. It's gonna be tough to take down. We have one turn of the Tailwind left. They have Garchomp, Rotom, Sneasler still in the back that can fake out. Hydro Pump the Garchomp. Dark Pulse to Garchomp. The Rotom goes for Electro Web. That'd be pretty bad to lower my speed. Oh, they're gonna go for the double protect. That's nasty work. But they get it. What are they gonna go for? Thunderbolt? And Hydreigon? I guess. That's unbelievable. I mean, we have to hope they don't have like Dragon Claw, or we hope we live. Or that they don't flinch with the Rock Slide, or that I'm faster. Like, a lot of those things could happen. But even if I'm faster, the Garchomp could knock me out. they really have to go for a double protect? I guess. I mean, they got it, so they do a Dragon Claw. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I lose now. With the crit definitely helps. The crit, does Garchomp kill anyway? Maybe. Okay, we get a lot of damage on you. Thunderbolt. Golurk's here. Yeah, I mean, with no speed control, I don't think we win this game now. Lower the speed on Rotom. And hope they miss Hydro Pump, and maybe Garchomp protects. Just stall out a PP of Hydro Pump. That could be I mean, I think that's what I'm trying to go for here. Alright, we're gonna Mega Evolve. Maybe they don't have Hydro Pump on the... No, they showed Hydro Pump. Okay, you're not gonna protect. Oh, they're Dragon Clawing the Rotom? Okay, we land. We're faster. If we crit... we don't kill. And they miss Hydro Pump. Okay, we got a chance. We have a chance. I think the Garchomp's gonna try to take out the Rotom. Okay. We take out the Garchomp. Alright. You just gotta miss another Hydro Pump. Come on. You can do it. Okay. We probably live. Yeah. But we're like in... I mean, I think that's Dire Claw range of Sneasler. And they also have a fourth Pokemon. That's actually not Dire Claw range of Sneasler. But they have a Frostlass. Alright, well we go for Electro Web. Hopefully they don't kill my Rotom, and then we go for Electro Web again. And I would knock out the Rotom, and then we knock out the Frostlass with Poltergeist. Let's see. Blizzard? Is that gonna kill? It's bred, and I resist it. Yeah, we live. Do you Hydro Pump the Golurk? Okay. They made the right play there. Now my next play is... I'm faster than the Frostlass, and they miss Hydro Pump. We have speed on the Golurk, but Frostlass would have to be pretty slow to not be faster. Okay. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Ah, okay. Yeah, they had to have been faster. We gave ourselves a chance. I mean, I guess we're relying on Hydro Pump from Rotom, but like if we landed on the Sneasler, like that would have changed a lot. And the double protect.
I mean, it's 1 out of 3, but they would have like lost it. Like they were in really bad shape if that happened. Yeah. So once you have your team, you can change it for the rest of the tour. So you better make sure you're ready. It's only a warm-up tournament, so you're fine. But yeah, once you have a team in there, you can't change it. So I can't change my team if I'm gonna keep playing the warm-up tournament. Is that what it's called, right? Warm-up tour? The warm-up challenge? Yeah, it's only a warm-up challenge, so like it's fine. We are ranked 17,408. Is that good enough? No. Well, I could just play on the regular ladder if we want to try different teams, but I mean, if we win a couple games in a row, we could probably get to like top 10,000, which seems neat for like just playing for a couple hours. 11-5 right now. Okay, so we have Maushold, Torkoal, no Trick Room, but maybe just double Fake Out support into Torkoal. Charizard is also like pretty good. Like I think Hydreigon lead seems pretty good. We can bait the Sneasler. Maybe we go double Tailwind in the front and then have Golurk in the back with maybe Arcanine? Yeah. I mean, Arcanine deals a lot of pressure to this team. Especially if they get the sun up. Like, I'm wrecking a Sylveon. Let's get it. Hi, Grumpy at Deodora. So we can... Actually, I think I just Draco to Sneasler. And Tailwind? What are they... what? I don't know what the Mousehold's gonna do on this turn. Follow me? Are you gonna follow me here? Yeah, but like... Heatwave seems good. Okay, you are going to just follow me. Oh man, a hit on the Maushold. The close combat's not going to kill. We are going to land. We bring it down to a Sash. Interesting. And they're going to close combat the Hydreigon. Okay, but we got Chople Berry. Okay, are they, Wait Herb? They are. Now I can bring Golurk out here. And Moonblast the Maushold. I mean, maybe I should have targeted the Sneasler. But it's also fine just to get the Maushold out of the way. But the Sneasler is faster. I mean, they could Dire Claw and get a Para on the Whimsicott, but I would still be faster. Yeah, full Para would be bad. But if they like close combat the Hydreigon slot, and like obviously Golurk takes it, Golurk also takes Dire Claw. Follow me, sure. We'll take you out with Moonblast. Worst case is Dire Claw into like Para. Oh, we're faster. So it's Adamant Sneasler. They're White Herb. You would assume they're on Burden.
Okay, Dire Club into the Golurk. I'm fine with that. Just kidding. I'm not fine with that. Mayday, mayday. We're in trouble here. Okay, Torkoal is out. Yeah, this is problematic. This is pretty bad. Maybe we can get the Sneasler in range of Moonblast plus Extreme Speed Arcanine. How much is Arcanine doing? It is not going to do enough. There you go. You gotta love Sneasler. You love Sneasler, right? I mean, we get an Intimidate on the Sneasler, so it probably doesn't knock out my Arcanine. Obviously, it's gonna knock out my Hydreigon. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we lose. That's like the summary. Yeah, it's like we're done. Especially I don't have Protect on this. Is to play, hope that they're like... If they're like really slow, I think we just bank on getting a Dark Pulse flinch and not lowering our special attack. They're gonna switch out? Why? We're getting a huge hit. I don't think we knock it out. And we're probably gonna miss Rock Slide. Okay. Citrus. That's annoying. Our Tailwind's gone. I mean, we try to set it again. Rock Slide? I mean, if we set the Tailwind again, I think we're looking pretty good against everything, especially with the Arcanine. Is it Earth-powered Torkoal? I mean, I just get the flinch, right? Oh, I mean, maybe I... It's gotta be... Yeah. It's gotta be Earth-powered Torkoal. Oh, you are Eruption. Okay, we're in this. We are definitely in this game. I mean, unless they gotta be Earth. I mean, maybe they aren't. They're going for flinches. Helping Hand, sure. But you're gonna get weakened by this Rock Slide. Unless I miss. I crit, I flinch. Oh, you darkest. Oh, Helping Hand into you? What? Alright, it's still not over. I mean... Yeah, it's definitely not over. Because I do, I mean, I have Protect. Do we get the flinch? Okay, it's over. Well, we got nothing to go our way that game. Alright, well, sleep happens. Alright, we're down to 11-6. That's like we were 10-4, now we're 11-6. That's tough. $27,000? That seems way worse. We were at like 13,000. But it's like a bell curve, so like that makes sense that it goes like that. Alright, Julian, you're getting the wrath of me right now.
Golurk being asleep was not appreciated. Mega Guard. I mean, you have Whimsicott for Tailwind, right? They don't have Fake Out on their team. Earthquake is like so free. I think we just go for fast moves. Huh. Whimsicott or I mean Gardevoir is bad if it's Gardevoir lead. So we're gonna go Whimsicott. Guaranteed Tailwind against that if it's Mega. Arcanine looks great here. Rotom also looks good. Alright, let's get it. Julian, Gardner, no chance. Get away from me. Whimsicott Tyranitar. I think I'm fine with this lead. We set up Tailwind. And go after the T-Tar. It could be Mega Tyranitar, though. I mean, if it is, we probably... we get the Intimidate. It could be Mega, and it just adds speeds and kills my Golurk. I probably shouldn't let that happen. Because we can set up Tailwind on the next turn. Yeah, it's Mega T-Tar. Okay. Well, this was okay. So I don't lose my Golurk here. That feels fine to me. Taunt. Wow. Oh, we didn't target the T-Tar? Oh, that's still so much damage. I think we protect. Moonblast killed a Whimsicott. They could Tailwind here. Yeah. And I think the T-Tar targets the Rotom. I mean, you could Rock Slide. Alright, Crunch. Nice. Moonblast killed the Whimsicott. Vaporeon. What are you gonna do? Huh. I think we Moonblast, Electro Web, and then on the next turn I can Tailwind, right? Because the taunt will go away. Yeah, or if they kill the Rotom, then Vaporeon's not going to kill my Whimsicott.
Good damage.
There's no way Ice Beam. Ice Beam's not going to kill, right? Ice Beam kills. A critical hit will help. Ah, come on. Well, that stinks, doesn't it? That's not great. We double protect here, and then we rock slide flinch. Because we'll be faster at that point. And then it's do I target? Because they have Whimsicott, Tyranitar, Vaporeon, Arcanine, Scizor, Gardevoir in the back. It's an option that I just Earthquake. I don't think Earthquake's gonna knock out Vaporeon. I mean, I Rock Slide here. I think I have to flinch a Vaporeon. So I have to target a Tyranitar. I prefer to not Headlong Rush and lower my defenses. But I might not have a choice. Oh, Tyranitar is faster. Oh, is Tailwind still... I guess Tailwind's still up. Well, I thought Tailwind was gone. Oops. Well, I lose that one. I guess I didn't really have any choice then. I mean, Earthquake would... I mean, Earthquake was my play. Earthquake crit is not going to kill. I mean, my play was the Earthquake. Hope that I'm faster than whatever the last Pokemon is, and then like, crit. Yeah, that would have been my win condition. I don't have a win condition now. Yeah, the win condition was Earthquake last turn, and then live the Arcanine hit, and then crit, kill Vaporeon Arcanine with Earthquake. But yeah, I mean, they had this. Yeah, I thought Tailwind was done. Maybe, I guess Double Protect was my play. But that's pretty low odds, but like that's the play I should go for anyway. Tomorrow, that'll knock me up. Okay. A couple losses here. 11-7. I want to try to get a couple wins to finish the stream. That's unfortunate. 69. That is such a drop, man. Maybe a couple people are just playing just to get the just get the 3-game requirement and stop playing. So maybe that's like, maybe this is like, that was the threshold of like people just playing the 3 games. Okay, we got Sinistcha. We haven't seen Sinistcha in a while. Gallade. It looks like a pretty fast team. Kinda. It's like it's middling speed plus Arrow plus Frostlass. You assume it's Mega Frostlass, right? Regular D-Knight. Whimsicott Arcanine seems like a good lead into Frostlass plus Aerodactyl. And flinches a lot of things. Golurk just deals a lot of damage in Melodic if that gets out of hand. And also deals damage in the Sinistra, Gallade, etc. Like, it deals a lot of damage into so many things. And I think King Gambit looks good as the fourth, just clicking steel moves. There's no... I guess Melodic's a steel resist, but Kowtow Cleave's going to do a lot into it. Fever Tree, Melodic Professor. Okay, this is good to know. So they're going to bring the Melodic. Yep. And get that competitive boost Melodic is pretty scary. But we Tailwind. Rock Slide. Arcanine, you deserve a good rest. But we're gonna get the Tailwind. It'd be nice if we could flinch and not get a double down on this Frostlass. Or we also flinch the Melodic, one or the other. Like, that'd be nice. If we land on both, it's like a 50-50, we get a flinch. And getting a flinch would be nice. Probably better on the Melodic. A lot of damage on the Frostlass. Nice. Let's see. Flinch on the Frostlass. Scald. I can live with this. Leftovers. Golurk is the switch in. My Whimsicott should be able to take out Frostlass. And I'm headlong rushing the Melodic. I am not going to mess around with... Earthquake's not going to take it out. I don't think Earthquake plus Moonblast is going to knock it out. Poltergeist could miss. So we're going for Headlong Rush. We are Mega Golurk. Melodic's not that bulky. Maybe if it's like max physically defensive, it might live it. But I also want to take out the Frostlass too. They're thinking about this play. They're in a weird spot. Let's get a Golurk. What a beautiful beast. Frostlass protects. Oh, are we killing with Headlong Rush? I'm hoping so. We do. Nice. Okay, let's get it. Get out of here, Melodic. Aerodactyl outspeeds my Golurk if it's max speed arrow, but no, it doesn't. I'm faster. Anything faster than 130 is a problem. And like I could have more speed, but like, I'm not worried about that. Okay, Moonblast, Frostlass. We're headlong rushing the Gallade. Earthquake into Moonblast probably was a better play in case of its Sash Trick Room Gallade, right? I'm hoping that's not the case. We still have our Sash of Whimsicott though. Okay, it's just down. Perfect. Golurk putting in the work. Look at this. Ideally, we could let the first Pokemon, like, either Golurk protects and, like, can deal damage, but if Golurk's in turn 1, it has to, like, it's a little bit annoying to do an Intimidate. But that's why we had, like, the off chance helping hand. And now we Moonblast, the Dragonite, Poltergeist, break the multi-scale, and we get this win. This feels really good. Let's get it. Nice. Fever Tree down. Melodic Professor. They had a pretty high ranking too. I think Muddy Water over Scald would have been more scary. All right, 12 and 7. Considering, like, I don't think this team's the best, like, I'm good with this. Okay, Rain with Glamora. I guess it's not always, like, yeah, it's definitely, it's Rain. And Basque Legion's gonna add speed stuff, that's problematic. I think Whimsicott, Golurk lead. Looks fine. We can also go Whimsicott Hydreigon lead, and then Golurk Rotom in the back. Hydreigon can pressure if it's Basque Legion lead. But we can get a Tailwind up turn 1. The thing is, Archaludon probably lives Draco Meteor if it's Archaludon lead. But more Archaludon. So we'll take our Tailwind, and we'll Draco Meteor the Archaludon. It's probably Sludge Wave Glamora into Archaludon. I mean, Glamora doesn't knock out Hydreigon, so it doesn't really matter. I'm probably losing a Pokemon. But I'm not going to lose 2, unless if, like, Sludge Wave gets a poison on the Whimsicott. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, Draco would kill Archaludon. Dragon Pulse, maybe. Probably. Let's see. More Mega Evolve. Cool Pokemon. You guys saw me use Glamora already. It went up. Draco, and we land. Yeah, 96. This seems like about the damage I always do. 4% left over. Sludge Wave, yeah. Who are you taking out? Don't get a poison on Whimsicott. Because I would prefer to be alive with Whimsicott. Flash Cannon. Okay. Well, I have -2 special attack. I can get a Heat Wave kill. Actually, I just bring in Golurk and get a double knockout here. And then bring in Rotom. Yeah, I'll keep my special attack boost, and I'll be faster than Basque Legion. As long as Tailwind doesn't go up, but now I have Rotom in that should pressure. Yeah, what are you going to do now? The Earthquake's looking pretty good. You going to bring in your Pelipper here? But now I have my Rotom if you bring the Pelipper. And I'm going to double target that slot, the Pelipper slot. Let's see. Yep, Pelipper's coming out. You can also Electro Web into killing a Basque Legion, potentially. Alright, take out Arch. Yeah, Basque Legion. Oh, you don't have. We don't know for sure. You have Glamora, Pelipper, and probably Basque Legion. If you have Incineroar or Whimsicott, I'm very happy. I suppose. What is Basque Legion's speed? Level 50, 130. What's my... I think my Rotom speed is also 130. Yeah, my Rotom speed is also 130. I might want to change that. Fast Speed Adamant Basket Legion. We... I mean, we... Poltergeist to Pelipper. Electro Web? In case if it's Sash Pelipper. Do we land both hits? That's one. Okay. Or it just dies. That's crazy. And now you can that all, yeah. I was gonna say Poltergeist doesn't give me the damage recoil. So it's not a contact move for some reason. One more turn of Tailwind left, 3 more turns of Rain. I think we just double target the Bascule Legion. We'll Earthquake, and we Electro Web. Let's see. Bascule Legion speed ties. Aqua Jet, that's not gonna kill. Yeah. Golurk is way too bulky for that. Alright, we got this in the bag. Nice. Couple wins to finish it off. There we go. Golurk. Golurk don't care about rain. He does not care about rain at all. Golurk got 3 kills that game. Let's go. Nice. Tailwind into Golurk. It's a fun strategy. So right now we are 13-7 on the ladder with this team. We're in the top 20,000. Like that feels pretty good, right? I'll take that, especially for not being a like this team definitely has flaw. Like it feels pretty slow if I don't have Tailwind. It's pretty easy to get Tailwind because of Whimsicott, but not guaranteed. So it can be annoying there. But yeah, Golurk, a lot of fun. Definitely recommend you guys using it. But yeah, that was a fun run. I think we're finished the stream here. I don't even know how long does the competition go for. It goes for another 4 hours. Yeah, I mean I have somewhere to be in an hour. So I said I was gonna stream like 3 hours. So this is like 2 hours 50 minutes. Or maybe that's until 1 a.m. my time. So it says I'm East USA. But there's like a couple times. That's not necessarily true. Okay. I think we're gonna be. What is battle data? I think we've seen this. 13-7. Oh, okay. The top is 2,000. $185. Oh wait, let's see. Permanent recruits 18. Battle victories 185. Heron, how do you have 86 Heron cosmetic options and you're this much for tryhard? That's crazy. And look at your guy. Your guy's not even that impressive looking. That's crazy. Do I block him so that way I don't have to play the #1 ranked guy? All the top trainers in Japan, Italy, Rifari. Masters rank 3 in singles. Ultra Ball 4 and that's pretty funny. In doubles. Michi. Oh, okay. Number 392 on doubles. Okay, so that's neat. and the stats and all that. Is there anyone in the top that we would know? Or maybe people play on alts. Diddy? DD? Oh, this is cool. You can see the ladder. We were like around. We didn't even get to 16,000 or 1,600. A lot of Japanese, so a little bit of English. Yeah, but I don't think I recognize any of these names, right? Key, Rip. Yeah, like I don't think none of these usernames are obvious, but maybe people hide themselves too. I don't know how people play. Giovanni, is that the world champion there? 1576. Still a while off from the top. Oh, but we see that there's 618,000 participants. And what's our rank? Like 20. We were in the top 19,000, right? So that's like top. That's like top 3%, 4%, right? Yeah. I mean, what's the math is 19,613 divided by 618,736. Top 3.2% with this record, 13-7. Like, I mean, that's not bad. Like, if you look at it in that regard, like, it's like top 3%. Like, I wouldn't go farther than that, but like, I'm also like, yeah, I have like time, and I only played one day of it, and it definitely wasn't a perfect team, but it's cool. I guess we should get some more friends. We don't have any friends. If you have accounts, let me know. I can add you. I don't even know how you would share accounts. But this is neat. You can like look back on your data and such. Does it show you what teams you played with? Only one setting for singles. Someday it'll get fixed. I mean, a new lineup. Let's do it. Who do we get? We might as well permanently keep these Pokemon. It's like good to have multiples of something. Harbuck. Charizard. I haven't played Archaladon like really at all. Even like last, in Gen 9, I really never played Archaladon, singles or doubles. So that would be neat. Maybe we have another Charizard on the team. Yeah, let's just get another Charizard. You got some achievements. Win 10 battles with Whimsicott. Oh, I've only won 11 battles with Whimsicott. It's gotta be way more than that, isn't it? 14 with Golurk. I mean, maybe the Mons have to come into the game for it to count. 10 with King Gambit. That's like a lot of experience there. Super effective moves. I'm learning. Ground type victory, fairy type victory, Whimsicott, I guess. Normal type fiend. Use normal moves? Yeah, I guess protect. Flying moves, Tailwind, sure. Dark type moves. Hydreigon plus Kingambit will do that. Okay, that's like, yeah, we'll take the VP if they're to give it to us. Missions. We did the weekly stuff, starter. Okay, I think this will be it for the stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate you all. Tomorrow I'm off from work, but I think I'm gonna work on some videos. Now that I have like a couple games with, at least with Victory Bell, Glamora, and Golurk, and plus this, so that's probably 4 videos there. If I'm gonna do, I've been doing more like meta-analysis stuff, not actual game stuff, so I might want to do some more like game videos. Which means eventually I'm gonna have to like play with new teams. So maybe tomorrow night I would stream. Depends how long it takes me to edit the gameplay videos. I probably target like 5 games in a video, I would imagine. Maybe make them like 25-30 minutes. I don't know exactly what my plan is, but I have like a lot of footage that I can work with, so I'll make that work. But if you have any other content you guys would like to see from YouTube channel, let me know. But yeah, at least for the month of April, I'm trying to go all out here, so we'll see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.